So, what do you guys think of the, what are they called? I call them the thingdings. You can make them move around. This one's about this one right here is about to body slam this one. It's kind of funny. I just made it that way because why not? Plus it's funny. Welcome everyone. Is my mic working? Yes, my mic's working. Okay. All good. This is the new starting screen. Yippee! It's the new starting screen. We all love to see it. Hi. Thank you, Celery. It is indeed beautiful. Thingdings are one of my favorite things. Pretty much. So we're going to turn this off and we are going to just go on one of these things. So we can actually draw because it's working right now. I've got my chalky milk. I plan here to do something. Do you guys want to roleplay or something? The last time you guys roleplayed, my mother went into the chat and she was concerned for your all sanity, so no, please no. For the sake of everyone's sanity, let's not roleplay. I'm finally early for once. I don't think you're late. Maybe? Who knows? Okay, so we're going to continue on Darren. This is one of the Hunters in my series. He looks very off. I don't know what the problem is. It's most probably the head. So we're just going to lower the opacity and we're just going to do it again. We're going to try again. So we're just gonna copy the head. Back on here, I'm gonna put the neck down here. Not me prepared to leave. Oh no. Oh wait, are you doing voice acting soon? Cause I want to voice act one of the villains, of course. The villain is going to be difficult to voice act because the villain's only going to appear in like later episodes, so I don't think you'll be able to voice act the villain, but we can try something else maybe. Okay, I think the problem is here I made the hair too up, so I gotta make it like down a bit. No, I don't think that's the problem. I think the eyes are just too big. Okay, hold on a second. You need anything? Dad, you need anything? Hmm? No, just out. Sorry, gotta go away for a second. Voice acting sign me up. I don't know, any character in the series. If it's a good guy, I can voice act one of the villains in later episodes. You can, yeah. Sorry I had to go discuss Easter with my family real quick, but yeah. I'm still here, hello. Maybe we make it like this. I mean, the hair looks fine. Just is a bit something off. I don't exactly know what. That's what we're here to figure out. That's mainly one of the reasons, because it looks so weird. Yeah, that's better. I can even do a man's voice even if I'm a girl. Matt, do you know how many times I have been mistaken for a man when I join voice calls? It's unbelievable how many times I've been confused for man. You wouldn't believe me. It's a lot. If we add these... No, that looks kind of weird. Do we just add this and just hope for the best now? Last year I got 0 chocolate because my mom was weird and thought I said I didn't want an egg even though I was sleeping. Yeah, well, it happened one time to me that parents didn't do Easter, but then my dad said to go back upstairs, so I did, and then he hid all the Easter eggs around the whole house, so it was kind of funny. It was nice. I don't know if this is good though, because it just makes him look like a girl. It looks weird. But I like the sight. We do this maybe? Maybe it will work? Who knows? I don't know. Maybe we just try. Who knows? If we put the eyes there, that looks weird. That looks very weird. I don't like the hair. I don't know. And when I walked downstairs, I was like, why are there no eggs? Yeah, that's one of the things that are an absolute pain where you have that. Let's see how this is looking. It looks okay. But the problem is that would be the SARD profile. So we gotta remove that. Damn it. How are we gonna do this? Because that just looks weird. That's even weirder. My mom legit started apologizing on her knees. That's a bit excessive, don't you think? Her begging on her knees. I don't want him to look like an egg. I also don't want it to look off. This looks weird. Why is it looking weird? What am I doing wrong? He looks like a damn egg. His head is too, circle. It needs to be more oval. I swear that's the problem. Maybe I'm just being... Maybe if I make it like this, no. Okay. Whoop. Don't mind me just struggling with character design as usual. No, she literally covered her knees and started apologizing. That's a bit... Again, that's over excessive, is it not? I say it's over excessive, who knows? I think there's not enough hair. I think that's the problem. Also here we're gonna have the hair in the side because the man needs hair, so we're gonna... The face is gonna be okay. 2,000 years later of trying to draw a mouth. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna draw one out here. Select the lasso tool. And just bring it over here. Easy as that. That's how I draw mouths. I tried making the jaw like a rounded out V. The problem is... if I would make the jaw a rounded out V like this, the problem is it just doesn't fit my art style, so that's why I don't give them V jaws. They just look weird in my opinion, but who knows. Okay, so we're gonna draw the eye, but we're going to try and make the eyes better. Because I think that's too big. I think that was the problem, because the trick with Ivy, she don't have no eyes. That's the trick I did with her here. You can see here she's wearing a bandage. No eyes, problem solved. But with Darren, he has eyes. Yeah, it is. One thing's for certain, when I get videos uploading on my new if I get videos uploading on my new channel, I will put streams on there. But it's gonna be difficult since you guys don't really know the channel, so because I'm trying to make him not look like a kid, because this is a hunter. He isn't supposed to be a kid. He is a young, annoying American. If there are any Americans in here, I apologize. But that's just his character. He's an annoying American. That's just his character. Okay, I'm just gonna do the simple thing of duplicating the eyes. Because that's just the way it works. The thing is, if I duplicate the eyes, it looks so weird. I'll make the eyes smaller, maybe this a bit lower, maybe? Who knows? Maybe we put the eye like down, maybe that would look better. He still looks like he's a child. Okay, we need to somehow make him not look like a child. Do we put the eyes up here maybe? If we put the eyes over that, and then we get rid of this, would that help? Maybe. Does that look better? Actually? Does it? Hold on a second. Yes, it actually does look better. Hallelujah, we fixed the problem. But the thing is, the eyes are a bit like too in with each other. If you just want to hear me rant about perfections, you don't have to watch this. I'm just ranting about perfections. There we go. That looks better. Doesn't look like a child anymore. Because if you put the eyes down, it makes it look more childish. So that's why this is problem solved. Right now, I'm putting the gotcha videos on hold because I want to make, I want to do this instead as a full thing. Just this. My dad surprised me with a ticket to Minecraft movies on Saturday. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but in my opinion, I did not like it. But good luck. You can like it. Good luck. Jack Black's a handful, that's all I'm gonna say. We're just gonna make the eyes real quick. Do-da-dum. Do-da-dum. There we go. He looks like a normal human being now. Or maybe we... He just looks weird in that pose. But hey, it looks fine now. I think one of the other issues was probably the mouth, because I put the mouth too high up, because if you take the mouth here and put it high up, it looks like a child, so if you put it down, it looks more like an adult, so I guess that's just how it works. Now we put the hair strands in any way we want because it's my design. It's not our design. Hell no. Okay, that's good for now. We got his hair done finally. I have age restrictions on this channel for a reason, but it doesn't seem like anyone follows them. We're just gonna make the head a bit shorter so he can actually looks like it fits his body. Does that look normal? Yeah, that looks normal. That's fine. We got it going. The colors look bad, but we got it. Fun fact, putting the mouth low is a good choice. The eyes being high up makes character look more masculine. Oh, thank you. I did not know that. I just guessed. Going from is the effect of an art style like yours. Thank you for the tip. I appreciate it. Okay, we just put the crosses because that's just that. We have crosses on here. Like that. Just crosses. Just like maybe a bit like wider. This crosses a bit wider. I'm just trying to make the character like that. Maybe. Okay, there's one going. Oh, there's small ones. That's why. Okay, there's one going from there to there. There's one going from there to there, and there's one going from there to there. There we go. And we just add little dots here. Do you all want some music up in here? I'm happy to give you some music. Just ask for it, and you ask and you shall receive. Maybe. Who knows? Okay, let's see. Hello, Tennis Freak. Welcome. I have a feeling the torso's a bit too long, but we can always fix that really. So, should be fine. We got this big cape thing, whatever you want to call it. It's supposed to be like out of animal fur, and then in the latest, he gets rid of it because, yeah. All I know is, hopefully it will blow up. Hopefully. I just want it to get some recognition to at least just get out there. Thank you for the hearts, whoever was putting them. That was very nice of you. No, that doesn't really work since it's a glove. So I asked if anyone wants music. No one answered, so I assume you just don't want music, or you just didn't hear it. That's fine, I don't mind. One of the two, I don't really mind. It's for you guys after all. Adult brain rot? That's a thing? Why is the adult brain rot? Why does that exist? Why does it need to exist? There's already brain rot. Why do we want adult brain rot? That's nasty, man. That's just... I don't like the sound of that. Let me see something real quick. Hey, you... Yeah, they're aligned, so... because this one's... I see. Okay, now we just... the bottom. Now we know what to change. And now we make it more flat, and then that looks more like that one. Instead it doesn't, so we gotta change that a bit. It's starting to look normal. You know that adults that have our brain rot and say like, I hate that. I mean, Gen Z brain. I feel bad. Is this how the millennials felt when they saw Gen Z brain rot? Yeah, if my mom did that, was also sad. Because Gen Z brain rot was actually not that bad. I mean, we had Dama Tukasita, we had the Gritty, we had No Cap, we had Yo, like bruh. We had the Dab. Hello, Bernie. Trust me, if I could fix the delay, I would. However, I can't. So I got nothing to say or do. I had to take inspiration from Pinterest how hunters look like, because well, I didn't know. So this is like holding. Celery, did you change your name? I don't really want to watch it, since you already said what it was and it was brain rot. I kinda don't want to watch it. Now that you mentioned what it was. Well, I say, if Darren looks like this, he is going to be hell to animate. That's all I'm saying. It looks a bit, that looks a bit over excessive. That's fine. Oh my goodness, I'll just mark it as read because I'm busy right now. We're not gonna watch it now. Well, newsflash, I'm not gonna watch it now. So, yeah. Okay, we're just gonna add the little, like, doot, 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 doot. No, they're more like across, like zigzag, they're like... Yeah, there we go, they're like this. I'm uranium thallium. Why choose uranium? You could have choose calcium, which is like very close to your name. You could have picked oxygen. You could have picked hydrogen. What's the other one? Vanadium. Bow. I don't know why there's one called that, but it is that. Radiation. Anything else? Hello, thank you for the compliment, Bernie. Now he looks fine, because the face is good, he looks okay now. He looks fine. Maybe the legs need to be a bit longer. Who knows? All I can say is we can now attach the head. It looks okay now. That looks a bit wonky. There you go. That looks fine. We can keep these, but we're just gonna put them in a folder. Well, not folder. We're just gonna quick group them real quick. And then just forget about it, really. You can tell it's brain on the fact it's when they was the Squid Game. Oh boy. I'm having my chalky lump. All that I know is listener, aka friend from many streams ago, will be voicing one of the characters, because keep in mind there's only like 2 main characters. Because if I had to just animate more than 2, because for the pilot, you're only gonna see like a glimpse of Darren. Art block really does suck. It does. That's what art block is. It's meant to suck. It's how it works. All I know is I'm just gonna take these away. What's this? That's nothing. We're just gonna delete the nothing. This is Ivy. I don't think I've shown you guys this. Wait, let me just open it real quick. It's somewhere in my folder. It's an absolute mess, but I think I can find it. Anytime now. There it is. I am done with this artwork and I am very proud of it. Look at it. Also, wow. Go away. Look how many layers. These are in groups. Look how many layers this took. Plus the sketch, plus another sketch, plus the references. Don't cry. This is this. I'm very proud of this. There's a speed paint that I'm trying to work out how it works, but yeah, that's that. No, it has not been modified. I'm not gonna save it. I'm gonna go back to Darren right now. So this is the guy she's gonna meet. Don't worry, I've got all the things written down, sort of how it is. I think the reason why I don't get much live people watching is because I'm a gacha channel on this one, so yeah. Now it looks better. Okay, Darren, you look okay. This is just a concept art of you. Okay. Maybe Darren, and now we gotta figure out the colors. color we're gonna give this man? First, we gotta give him a hair. I was thinking maybe blonde. Who knows? Maybe. I don't know if Darren would be blonde though. Maybe like a dark blonde? Maybe? Who knows? I'm drawing Ivy. You can if you want to, that's fine. I'm happy to see your result. I don't know if Darren would fit blonde though. Maybe like very like brown maybe? I can't just have all my main characters brown hair. That don't work. I was thinking of maybe like reddish brown, like redhead kind of. Maybe, who knows? No. Because in the original, in his head, that's not it either. This thing here. Let me just turn the opacity up real quick. This thing was this color. I don't know if this suits Darren. At all, maybe. Who knows? Maybe it does. Maybe it suits Darren. I don't know if it would exactly suit Darren though. Copper with highlights. Maybe it would work. I would make something that contrasts Ivy's. Black hair with blonde hair. Maybe. Okay, we're gonna try blonde again. We're gonna go very blonde right now. Doesn't look blonde. That's blonde. And then... oh no, not the cringe, man. We got blonde here. And then you said with black? Maybe? Like a bit? Maybe like a smither of it? Maybe? Like a bit of black around? Maybe like black ends. Maybe black ends would be good. Or we do it the other way around. No. We make black hair. No. We make like a dark blonde hair with white at the bottom, maybe? No. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna go back with copper. If we add maybe... oh my goodness. If we add copper maybe, slightly darker, maybe it will work. But the problem is, then it'll just look like Ivy's. Which is not what we want. We need to open this again. Because we need to look at Ivy's hair color. This is Ivy's hair color. We do not want... we are going to select the opposite of that color, it's blue. We are just gonna try and find something that's a bit different. This is Ivy's hair color. Pretty similar if I do say so. So we want something that doesn't look like that. Otherwise it just looks like her brother. We could add little like highlights maybe. Little bits to the hair. Maybe. I don't think it suits. The mouth never closes, it just constantly. Yeah, that's just... maybe like some grey? No. We need a different shade of copper. Because otherwise we're not gonna get anywhere with this. So we're gonna try a more lighter shade, maybe? Maybe the lighter shade will look better. Even lighter. Bit more orange. No, we don't want to make him ginger. Nothing against gingers, okay? And I should know. I'm one myself. And then maybe we add the Like the dark copper, like in the ends, maybe? Maybe? No, but then that just looks similar to my hair color. Blonde, maybe. Oh my goodness, we're gonna take forever just to select something. Okay, we're gonna keep you there. Okay, we're gonna get rid of all the color. Blonde might be a way. I need to look up hair colors on Pinterest. Normal hair colors. I said normal hair colors and it gave me blue hair immediately. What the? Take Mono Drawings for example. N has white silver and Uzi has dark purple. They contrast each other. Plum black. What? I'm just looking for a color palette. Let's look if we find anything. It's giving me hair. It's giving me skin colors. This is just... Plum black is actually a hair color. I can see that. But that's very similar to Ivy's. That's the only problem. N has white. I know N has white. The opposite of brown is like blonde, kind of. We don't need Pinterest. Let's just experiment. Let's just experiment around. Okay, we're just going to experiment around. We're gonna go for like, no, we want blonde, maybe like more this kind of blonde. Maybe we make it like, no, that's green. Don't want that. We make it, that's more white. Maybe we make it more yellow. I think Darren would look good with blonde hair. He would look good with blonde hair. Now we just need a fitting skin color, which I know exactly where to get. Wrong one. We need to push you over and we can just delete it. Pale skin color. Maybe. Need a different color. Okay. We need something that's similar but not as similar. Could make this like a... No. Linux. To the salon, he says. Basically, yes. Blonde looks okay. Now we just need the tone. AKA the skin color. Okay, I think I know what the problem is. You see here, in Ivy, I used a, a grey background, so I could see the difference. Here I didn't. That's one of the mistakes I've made. When you make an art sheet, make sure your background is grey so the white doesn't burn your eyes. I forgot that part. My bad. Okay, so we have here... Go back to your skin color. I don't know if that looks good. Maybe a bit more pink. No. I think he'd look good with a tan skin considering his tears light and won't mess up his skin. Okay, we make him tan. Warm skin tones. Maybe like this. Maybe. That looks a bit too tanned. Maybe like this. Maybe? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. We're trying though. We're close. That's too tanned. That's way too tanned. Don't use grey background and said I use white because it's traditional for me. More brownish. Yeah, I say more brownish as well. More like, maybe this? We don't want like, that's a bit too much brown. Maybe this? No. This? We need to make it a bit more lighter. No. Brown. That's white. Nope. Let me look back. Chat, what do you think? Does that look good? I don't know. Does that color look good? I'm looking at it. I can't really look at it because I don't have my glasses. It's just, maybe if we make it like a tad bit more this color. Nope. Other way around. If we make it more like this color. Now it just matches his face. Lighter maybe? No. Darker maybe. Maybe darker. A little darker, I'd say as well. Like that? No, I think I prefer that. It just looks a bit... maybe this looks better? No, I think that actually looks better. I found one that I'm happy with. This one. Madame drunk of chocolate milk, can you please help me? I can't exactly help you. Because I'm drinking chocolate milk. The hair could be more copperish. Yep. I agree. However, we are going to fix the hair. Just not right now. We are busy. With different... maybe if we can make it like more like... if we make the hair a bit more darker. Like a bit more darker, like just a bit. Maybe it look... yeah, that looks good. Just not too light, and then that looks okay. I don't know if copper would be the solution though. I forgot how copper looks like. Like this, sort of. Like copper. It looks good. That looks fine. We found his hair color. Finally. Okay, now we do the rest of his clothes. Okay, so this one's gonna be... since Ivy has green... no. He will have blue. Not full blue, because that will be bad. Dark blue. A bit of turquoise. Maybe. Like this, kind of. Maybe that will suit him. I think that suits him a lot. A character with light hair is recommended to have dark skin, and dark is recommended to have pale skin. I mean, if we just make the hair like a bit, make it black, how would that look? No, I don't like that. We're not gonna do that, hell no. I think that looks fine. That looks fine. No, I think that looks good. It has some potential. Maybe. I don't want to make it something I'm confused with. Because that looks good. That's Darren. That's fine. The skin tone looks okay, I think. The skin tone looks fine. I think that's fine, yeah. And then the gloves can be a bit more black. I think more brown, actually. Brownish black, maybe. Now I can't see the thing. You make it a bit more like that, so I can actually see the gloves. Maybe. Does that look okay? Looks fine, but the thing is we need to make it look like the characters are, you know, linked up with it, so that looks fine. Looks pretty good. Yeah, a bit of color, maybe green. No, I don't. No. Green is not such a good idea because Ivy's main color is already like green brown, so we can have his more blue, I'd say. Pants. I'd say we make it like a more of a. More like a. Like that, maybe. Yeah, that could be good. That looks good. Maybe a bit more lighter, maybe? Maybe like grey pants? No, I wouldn't say grey pants. Like that's like a bluish green. And if you want to make it like a tad bit more visible, we could do it like that. No. Maybe like this. It looks a bit better. Do something on the opposite of the color spectrum, maybe like red or orange. Yeah, maybe. Red. I think red suits him a lot. Let's try orange real quick. Just to see how that one looks. That's brown, but never mind. You do more orange, which is just brown, sort of. I think I like the red. The red looks good. And then I know one thing is here we can have red on here because we can just make it like a bit of a either darker or lighter red. I'd say more like a lighter red we can put here. Because I'd say Darren is a very big fan of red. Because I think it suits Darren's character to be like red, but that... I don't know if that really suits that. I think like orange, maybe, like you suggested, maybe. No. Brown, maybe. That just looks weird. Okay. No one said this would be easy. Okay, we're gonna make the brown a bit red. I mean the blue, so let's see how that looks. That makes pink. Okay, of course it does. That just makes that color. I don't know if we should leave it. He kind of looks okay without that, so maybe like a... I'd say grey would look fine, actually. Yeah, like a dark grey would look good on the character. Because it's like his... like underneath. Maybe like a bit more dark of a grey. Yeah, I like that. I think that looks good. And then on these shoulders, we have the same color as the... well, not the same color. We're just gonna make it like a bit more like brown. Maybe that will look good. Who knows? You can barely see that. That's the problem. Maybe we make that a bit more like this. Yeah, I'd say some more like light grey. Yeah, that looks fine. Yeah, we have Darren. We finally got his skin color sorted out. That's a miracle on behalf of everything. And we just add like his color over there. And then boom! Wait, no, we forgot the shoes. Never mind. No, we don't want... nope, damn it. Just open something. We don't want that color. We'll take this one. Maybe. Let's see how that fits. I'd say more darker. I'd say more darker. Darker shoot, not that dark. Just like brown. Maybe like a darker brown. That's grey. That's a dark brown. That's a bit too dark. Hello, Venezuela. No, your kittens are missing, no. Shoes look okay, but I have a feeling maybe like a lighter color on the shoes may look better. Or do we like the dark? I think the dark looks good actually. It's a bit more dark maybe. No, not too dark. Just a bit darker. I think that's okay actually. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we have Darren. Finally. We have Darren sorted. That took so much time. So now we have his character design. I just gotta make him as a concept art, so, you know, you introduce them to people. Oh boy. We're just going to excess a bit because we're just gonna clean it up a bit, just a bit. Just a teeny bit because it's a bit messy. Not a bit, it's very messy. And for other character, I gotta practice how to draw a wolf because the wolf's name will be Shade. Wow, such original name, I know. Shade's gonna take a while because I can't draw wolves. I've tried. For the life of me, I cannot. But I will try for you guys. And take you out, take you, and take you. There we go. Darren! We did it! Take this away. And now we've got two opposites. We have Ivy and we have Darren. Holy crap, that took forever. And obviously, since it's Darren, we gotta name him Darren. So we're gonna go here. Nope, that's not the one I wanted. There we go. Darren. And since Darren is a hunter, we add a bow because it just fits to his name, I guess. And then we add the arrow. So I think that suits Darren a lot. And then we add another arrow down here. I think that suits Darren. And then we just add like a special kind of A because why not? There we go. Darren's one leg is a bit too thick, don't you think? Oh, oh wait, no, I don't think that's because of the thickness. I think that's just because I forgot to, erase that off. I think, yeah. There we go. There we go, now they're the same. Oh, no, I think here's like a bit... Look about the same. They look fine now, there we go. That looks fine. We got Darren, the hunter. Thank you everyone for helping me with the design. If anyone has any things they would like to do, just recommend it. Now I know there's lacking detail. We are going to add like shading and stuff. Yes, we are going to do that, don't worry. I'm gonna add over here and we're just gonna use like colors from here, but I'm gonna make it a bit more that. We're gonna turn the opacity down a bit. Then we just add the shading. Like shading here, shading there, 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 and there, and there. That doesn't need that. The right leg. Yeah, here, but that's not, it doesn't have to be perfect. It does not have to be perfect. We're just gonna add some shading so we know sort of what's going on. So we're just gonna add like a bit here, a bit here, a bit down there. We're just gonna add like a bit of shading and a bit of like texture on the pants because they're, you know, like old sort of. Same down here. Like that. No, I don't think that looks good. There we go. That then gets removed. And we just add that as like pocket shading or something like that. I like Darren. Thank you. Thank you, Venizel. And I think this is one of the first times you've been in the chat. Welcome. We add shading here. I love the way they're all coming together. Thank you. I love it as well because I have been trying to get idea for this character for a while now, and the fact I finally got this character done is amazing and a relief because it wasn't easy coming up with this dude. Darren's finally done. Holy crap, that took forever. Okay. And as all, welcome to the channel. It seems as though you have not been doing much. I know Bernie's been in chats for has been the past year and in part 18 and 17 you were in, and now you're in this one again. That's nice. Okay, we did Dean. I am going now the next time. We are going to be drawing Darren in this pose here. What's nice about this is because I recorded the time lapse so we can have the time lapse now, which is always nice. Thanks so much, that was cool. You are very welcome. We are going to export this. I hope you guys... I sent a little sketch. You did? Maybe on my phone. Okay. Celery, thank you for sending me the art of Ivy. I will look at that. Everyone, thank you so much for participating. I hope this project goes well in the future. Hope you guys have a lovely day, night. And see you all next time, my little rose thorns. Just for good measure,